Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's me, your boy Kaos. I'm back. I'm so sorry I've been gone for a while. Just a lot of stuff happening. But I'm bringing you another breakdown video. A little bit ago. I know this is a bit late. It's been like over a week now since I dropped my song for All For One, titled God. That one I had Jeff Hopland and RAPKNIGHT come on there and just bar out. If you haven't seen it, please go check that out. I would highly recommend checking that out before continuing on with this breakdown video. I'll post a link in the description below where you can find that video and you can go watch it and then come back to this one. You can even just open it in a new tab, watch it, come back, you know, all that stuff. But this is a video for those people who are wanting a more in-depth look and a more in-depth look at what I did to in mixing and everything, beat choices, and how I ended up with the final product of the song. So without a further ado, we're gonna go and hop into Reaper, and I'll show you guys. The song. We'll go through it. All right, we're here in Reaper, and yeah, we're just gonna like start the song and just break down each section of this song. So here we go.
Tear it all down, your symbol of peace, like weather to ground, not brittle and weak. Turn hero to coward, look at these frauds, I've got their powers, bow down to your god.
Okay, intro section. Obviously you got those pianos coming in. We got, you know, if we just go to the beat section here, we'll highlight that. We've got a lead piano, just kind of really setting the tone. I think what it do said the murder notes. So yeah, it gave me that villain vibe. And then you have this like piano coming in, dun 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 dun, and then like having those both together, just really setting the tone. And then adding in these like a little like a choir vocal almost. It's, you know, just like the and I think I added a bit of, I think no, that's reverb just what in the sample itself, just to get the feel, you know, all together. Just like just villain vibes from the get. I felt that from the get with this one. And then you obviously have the, you know, later down the line you get the
tear it all down, your symbol of peace, like weather to
the beat drops, and then you've got the drums coming in with the 808s, just yeah, just solid, just continuing the hype of the song. We've got a riser. I have two risers actually. The one that almost like ghostly, I don't know what to say, like haunting sound. This one. And then to help accent it, I have this one right here. Add a little more suspense to the track, and then I blended them together, and that's just how I got that. It sounds super dope. I only have this riser coming in in the intro. Later on the track, I just have the shorter one, and yeah. So basically, it comes in like the chorus just hits right off the bat. Tear it all down, your symbol of peace, like weather to ground, now brittle and weak. Turn hero to coward, look at these frauds, I've got their powers, bow down to your god. It's just like he's saying, like, he's just a god. He's gonna tear the symbol of peace down, because he's all for one, man. He's gonna tear down the symbol of peace, which is All Might. Like weather to ground, now brittle and weak. It's kind of like a weathering. It's like a geology, you know, thing. I feel like nobody really. I mean, see, people might get that one, but that was kind of what I was going for. Was this kind of like when, like, you know, weathering away, breaking away, like weather to the ground, like when it rains and stuff like that, it carries out it slowly weathers away. Like, kind of like, not really like, it was more of like he's gonna do it over the course of time. Like, he's gonna break it down. He's gonna break down this society over the course of a while. He's playing the long game, playing the smart long game, which is what All For One, his character, really is. He doesn't like to really, he doesn't rush into things. He meticulously plans everything out. So it's like a slowly weathering away, making society brittle and weak, turn hero to coward, because people are just afraid of him. Look at these frauds. Like, these aren't heroes. These are cowards, man. They ain't heroes. I've got their powers. Like, I take their powers from them. Bow down to me. I'm a god. Just like, I literally am a god. I have all of their powers. There's nothing you can do to stop me. I'm above you all, which is literally All For One as a character. And that's literally how what I was thinking with my lyrics. So if we go down, I'm really going to break down my vocal mixing just a little bit. So I wasn't able to show you this in my last breakdown video, but I usually run this plugin through all of my vocals. Isotope Nectar 3. It basically, when you run the vocal assistant through it, you can hit vocal assistant assist in your track, and it will literally create a signal chain for you, based on the oncoming or the incoming audio, and set you up a baseline like signal chain that I can then, that you can then, and can, adjust. And I kind of adjusted some of these to fit. Some things sounded okay to me. I think I adjusted like the de-esser. I think I adjusted the de-esser because it was a little off from what it suggested. And I think the reverb, I adjusted the reverb, and I think a little bit of EQing and stuff. So, but it gives you a pretty good start that you could just tinker with a little bit. And I just kind of did that. And so that's how I ran everybody's vocals this way, through this plugin on their main vocals. And then, yeah, that's just how I got the main vocals. For backing vocals, you will notice that I do have a bit of backing vocals. I don't know why I did backing / ad-libs. I was gonna do them both together, but I figured it was better to mix the ad-libs separately. But my backing vocals, you can just, you'll hear them just accenting some words like symbol of peace, and I have a I think it's a background vocal group preset, that's in Nectar, and I just like the way it sounded, and it gave room for it gave room for the main vocals, but also frequency wise set itself aside from that. Yeah, it just set itself aside of the main vocals so that it could stand out while also, being almost in like the background vocals. Oh man. And did I add an effect? Oh, this is the effect. Okay, yeah. And then I also have some ad-libs. You'll hear like, the accenting God at the end. It just goes God, and then as a delay on there with some, I think it's just delay. No, I actually did pitch shifted it down like 5, so it's down a 5th. I ran through Easy Mix lo-fi distorted vocals just as the stock settings it has for that in Easy Mix, and then ambient vocal reverb. I guess I left it as stock. It sounded really cool. I didn't change it. If it ain't broken, don't fix it. And then ran a bit of a vocal slapback delay through. It's a vocal slapback preset in Reaper's stock delay, and literally I think I just set it up. I just set it up like it looks like everything's just like like stock almost. Like I think when you select this is down to 0.5. I just did 3.99, so it almost does 4 8 notes. So it does almost 4 8 notes, like God, yeah. That way it just kind of echoes out. Yeah, so perfect. That's how I got that. And then I also have ad-lib vocals, which there's only one ad-libby vocal I had. It's where I just go like the little like it was all it kind of sounded like an All Might laugh at first, so I added another preset I found in Nectar 3. This was like, it says voice of God, so I was like, whatever, let's see what this sounds like, because my track is titled God, so let's see what this sounds like. And ran that. It sounded cool. And then ran lo-fi distortion. I adjusted the reverb on that because it was a little bit much after running it through Nectar. And then Mighty Vocals gives it a little bit of a chorus effect with a little delay. And that's just... There you go. And then altogether it sounds like this.
Tear it all down, your symbol of peace, like weather to ground, not brittle and weak. Turn hero to coward, look at these frauds, I've got their powers, bow down to your god. I was the spark that ignited the flame, tear you apart and burn the remains. I see your heart, it's brittle and weak, don't even speak, it's not fiddle, I'll break you in half, right down the middle. You're just a copy, just Eminem skittle, your talent is sloppy, your soul is so fickle, you cannot topple, the mission's impossible. My death was delayed like Nevada's vote counting, gained so much power, I knew to stop counting. When I give you strength, you sat right there pouting. Ungrateful, dear brother, so here we are shouting. I gained a monopoly, taking down quirks like some property. Gained all the pieces, so now there's no stopping me. Go up by level, 20 to 50 to 80. I'm always 100. Bitch, I'm a man.
Okay, so that was Jeff Hopland's verse. Amazing job to Jeff Hopland. I didn't know what shirt to wear. I didn't have an All For One shirt, so I'm repping my buddy Jeff right now. Amazing artist. That verse hit so hard. Nothing really instrumentation wise changes. You still have the high piano, the lead piano, the rhythm piano, the drums, 808s. I just had them coming in and out as I wanted them to. I started out with just the lead piano for like 4 bars. Then I had just the rhythm piano for 4 bars, and then I bring them both in. But I decided to do some beat cuts with the Nevada's vote counting because I really thought it would make it hit harder if that Nevada's vote counting was like Nevada's vote and then it would come back on counting. Like, I just really felt like it would make that bar pop a bit, and that was like one of my favorite bars that he put in his verse. So like you just get that like
delayed like Nevada's vote counting. Gained so much power, I knew to stop counting. When I give you strength, you sat right there pouting. Ungrateful, dear brother, so here we are shouting. I gained a monopoly.
That's why I decided to do beat cuts there, because like that was my favorite bar, and I feel like a lot of people enjoy that bar. When they hear it, they go, wait, what? And I feel like the reason why they do that is because it stands out more with those beat cuts, and that's why I chose to do it. Just beat cuts. Then the end of the section literally just has the pianos and everything and the drums, and then we're gonna roll back into the chorus again, and yeah, the chorus just plays twice, and we'll just listen to it again. The choirs come back in. And we just get, I forgot to say this before, I have this, like, atmospheric loop that plays during the chorus that kind of, you don't really notice it until, like, you're gonna listen to it. You could tell a difference without it. It basically just adds a bit of extra padding, I should say, literally padding, it's a pad, to the chorus to kind of give it a little more life and kind of make the energy be a little different from the verses. So we're just gonna go ahead and listen to this to the chorus and get into Rap Knight's verse.
Tear it all down, your symbol of peace, like weather to ground, not brittle and weak. Turn hero to coward, look at these frauds, I've got their powers, bow down to your god. Tear it all
watch,
down,
I'll mute it,
symbol
watch.
Of peace, like weather to ground, not brittle and weak. Turn hero to coward, look at
huge
these
difference
frauds,
with the
I've
pad.
got their powers, bow down to your god.
Daddy, so welcome the king back into the Betty fold. No effort to dead these foes, the simpler shit, you started petty blows. Fixing me, then you better run back. It's getting dark like you want a sun cap. With my sleeves, well, you never want that. Or I'm leaving all your citizens in this place where I love time. So for the one, because I am the greatest. All comes undone and the reaper is waiting. Get all the soul that I rip with no patience. Simple of fear, the cynical say it. Everybody's so backlash, step up on the scene and they get it holy when I live it right into your jeans. Victory is in my jeans, and I'll show you where the foes go. Fashion all your brains and leave it all, now that's tombstone.
Okay. More like similar thing I did with Jeff's. Well, actually, I had Rap Knight's verse first, so I did the beat cuts for Jeff because I did beat cuts for Rap Knight. I did these beat cuts for Rap Knight because it's really cool. Like, cause it's all for the one because I am the greatest. Like, it just highlights the words, you know. I am the greatest. You know, it's just like, I am the great. All comes been done and the reaper has waited. Get all the soul that I rip and no patience. Yeah, like it just felt right to me. Like I was messing around with beat cuts and it just seemed like it fit. So like it just seemed like it fit so good with that. With accentuating that. And like there was something I didn't go over when I'm actually gonna go over with Rap Knight's vocals. I did this with everybody. I ran bus channels. Because I watched a lot of videos on recommending bus channels. So I have 3 vocal buses, and I could just explain what those buses are doing. I don't know if I don't know if I did them exactly correct, but what I was attempting to do, and it sounded pretty good, and actually made the vocals pop a bit more. So I think I did it right. But vocal bus 1 basically is parallel compression. I just basically parallel compressed, threw a vintage compressor on, overly compressed the signal of the main vocals, and then just blended it to taste. So all of these are being all of these buses are receiving audio from the main vocal channel. Vocal bus 2, what vocal bus 2 is doing is basically I cut. What is vocal? Did I choose a preset or did I do this myself? I think I did this myself. I cut some low frequencies, boosted some higher frequencies, and I guess I cut these frequencies. I'm not 100% sure. I think I did that because I don't know. To be honest, I feel like this was a preset I selected, and then adjusted it from there. But what I did is I cut the lower frequencies and boosted the highs, so it literally is just higher frequency audio, and then I ran a delay on it, and just a little bit of a delay. I feel bad for not knowing exactly why I did that. It's been a while since I've done this track, but basically the approach that I went with the second vocal bus was basically to boost the higher frequencies, while also providing a little bit of delay, almost like a 16th note. It's a 16th note delay, just to almost make it like just to add a little bit of like depth to the vocal and kind of have it punch through the higher frequencies. And then vocal bus 3 is super simple because it's just a vocal doubler. I added some saturation with Nectar, and then my Easy Mix software, I did a vocal doubler and literally put the doubler all the way up. Left the mid cut top boost just the same, and then I blended all 3 of those to taste with the original vocals, and I did that also with everybody. All right, we're gonna get just into the rest of the song. So there's a little pre-chorus, kind of like the different variation on the chorus where there's no like bass or anything. It just has the instruments and like just the percussion. So this section here.
Tear it all down, your symbol of peace, like weather to ground, not brittle and weak. Turn hero to coward, look at these frauds. I've got their powers, bow down to your god. Tear it all down.
Okay, all that is I literally took out the drums and the 808, and then I changed up and did a high pass on my, I don't know if it's like a high pass. It's the actual effect that it's called is foam with reverb in Easy Mix, and it basically just, it just makes your vocal sound very like it's coming out of a phone, like only higher frequencies are able to pass through, and you don't get any really low frequencies, so you're just hearing the
Tear it all down, your symbol of peace, like weather to ground, not brittle and weak. Turn hero to coward, look at these frauds. I've got their powers, bow down to your god.
And that's what it is. That's all that's playing during that section, and then it leads back up into the chorus.
Tear it all down, your symbol of peace, like weather to ground, not brittle and weak. Turn hero to coward, look at these frauds. I've got their powers, bow down to your god. Tear it all down, your symbol of peace, like weather to ground, not brittle and weak. Turn hero to coward, look at these frauds. I've got their powers, bow down to your god. Tear it all down, your symbol of peace, like weather to ground, not brittle and weak. Turn hero to coward, look at these frauds. I've got their powers, bow down to your god.
Hey, let's go. All right, that's my all for one rap titled God. All right, the only thing I did differently with the last chorus is before the before the outro, there's a little beat cut right here that lets the word God just go right through. That just literally...
Look at these frauds. I've got their powers, bow down to your God.
The only thing that's allowed through is God. And I have to thank Jeff Hopland for that because he suggested that. And another beat cut there at the end just because it sounded cool. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Yeah. Thank you all so much for checking out this breakdown video. Again, if you haven't seen it, if you watched this entire video and still have not checked out the original video, the original song, you can find it on all streaming platforms. But I would highly recommend you go checking out the video. K2 Sonic Fan edited it for me, and he did an amazing job. And I would at least say, go check it out once, and if you go, and then go find it on whatever streaming platform you choose. It's available on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube Music, Amazon. I think it's on Deezer as well. Wherever you find your music, you could probably find it there. Go stream it, go listen to it. These, like, Jeff Hopland and Rap Knight did an amazing job. Hopefully my mixing techniques helped a little bit. I'm still learning. Just showing you what I did to get to the track that I got. Want to put that out there that I'm still learning and improving with every song. So, you know, I might have some better mixing techniques in the future for you all. Yeah, if you have any other questions as far as about this track or any other mixing questions, feel free to like DM me on Twitter or anything like that. You can find all my social links in the description below. You'll also find the links to both Rap Knight and Jeff Hopland's channels below. Go check them out. They're amazing artists, and they did such an amazing job with this track. And I think that's all I have to say about this. Like, I just hope that everybody got a better in-depth look at this track, and you know, I'm really proud of it, and I hope y'all are enjoying it. And yeah, until next time, I hope y'all are having a fun, fantastic, safe day. Don't forget to leave a like. I forget this part. It's been so long. Yeah, if you enjoyed this breakdown video, it would mean the world to me if you left a like, put a comment in the comment section. Just, you know, if you have any questions as well, just leave them down there. And if you're new and this is like your first video on this channel, on my YBK Studios channel, and you enjoyed this video, it would mean the world to me also if you hit the sub button, notification bell. I don't know when I'm gonna post my next videos. It's kind of so I'll keep you all posted. But yeah, if you're not already, again, if you're not subbed to my music channel, again, link in the description below. Go check description. There's a lot of cool links in the description, just all that jazz. I will see you all in the next video sometime. Bye, everybody.